What's up, everybody? So I told you, every day I'm going live.
Showing you our
Going
lives
live.
on live.
So this is the part of our workout for the day. Now it's back there. I've already did my workout. So I recently got a jump rope, and I'm like, man, look, man, I'm gonna start out with the jump rope because what I didn't want to do was go. Pardon me. I didn't want to go right into just working out full fledged and everything. Cause let's face it, man, we getting old, man. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to start with something light. So I've been doing 500, 500. How you say it? I guess
Hmm?
500 reps, or not five
For what?
for the jump rope.
Oh, yeah,
500 jumps, I guess.
yeah, yep,
500
yep,
jumps a day.
reps.
Yeah, 500 jumps a day or whatever. So it's been cool. And then just keeping up with the diet. And I've been doing a lot of stretching. Um, when you get old, man, when you get older, they say that's the first thing to go is your flexibility, your mobility. So yeah, man. So we out here in the pool. This the backyard. Again, we are in Mexico, man. I have to keep reminding y'all, man. We in Mexico. So yeah, man. So today I was thinking about when I was going, dropping the kids off at school. I was thinking about, um, are you aligned with what you believe? Like, do you believe, do your actions show that whatever you believe is true? And I was just thinking about that because I'm like, I know in the past when I could say until now, like I haven't. I could be honest with you. I haven't really believed what I thought was true because my action didn't reflect it. Or sometimes I would believe, you know what I'm saying, and something might come up, and then my belief in that would just decrease. But I feel like at this point in my life, you know what I'm saying, getting older, about to get ready to turn 37, it's like got to make a choice if I'm just gonna wholeheartedly believe all the way out and everything. What I'm talking about is, so me and Nas, we are Christian. We believe in God, and His Word talks about prospering. His Word talks about staying in line with His will, and doing these things. And as a Christian, sometimes we go through the motions. Sometimes we just do things just because, you know what I'm saying, because it's the right thing. So I guess you would call that religion based, you know what I'm saying? Uh, but God is requiring us to have a relationship with Him. So if you say that you truly believe in God and you want to have a relationship with Him, uh, you'll wholeheartedly you'll wholeheartedly trust in whatever He asks you to do, which kind of brings us to the point where we at right now. I think we talked about it yesterday, where we're entrepreneurs and we've been doing this for since 2018.
Yeah.
So,
And can you tell them I'm watching my video so they don't
oh
think
yeah,
I'm
she
crazy?
she watching the video right there. So she back there watching the video, but yeah, so we've been entrepreneurs since 2018 and doing this thing, and it's been good. We actually left our job during COVID. That was another faith walk.
Before COVID, because we didn't know COVID was coming.
We didn't know, yeah, we didn't know COVID,
Yeah.
COVID was
So
coming.
we left in 2019,
So
and
yeah,
then COVID came.
yeah. So we left in 2019. COVID came, and then I'm looking at God. I'm like, Lord, why are you literally gonna allow us to leave our job? We leave our job, and then COVID happened. Like I thought that was just the craziest thing. So I'm not gonna lie, those first 3 months, of 2020, my faith was like I was pumped up to go because we were making good money, consistent money. It was something new, and I just knew in my whole heart. both of us just knew in our whole heart, like, hey man, God want us to do this, God want us to do this, God want us to do this. And then COVID happened, and I'm like, did God want us to do this? We done already left our job, everything, and it was just shut down. And my faith was just like, it's like this, man. And the word talks about uh, just being like, and I'm paraphrasing, but it just talks about being swayed. You know what I'm saying? Being swayed by just different circumstances. Your circumstances has you going and being moved like the waves. You know what I'm saying? And it talks about standing firm. And I could tell you, like during that time, it was hard to stand firm, but like God does, He always come in and reminds us. So during that time, soon as everything shut down, guess what happened? Everything had to start going digital. So that's when we like our numbers, you know what I'm saying, just went through the roof. Triple.
Yeah.
Like, was that the first year that we made a hundred?
We made over 100.
We made over 100 grand that year. You know what I'm saying? Before then, like our first year out, we made like 30, 40 grand.
Yeah, our very first year in business, we started in um, March of 2018. We got our first paying client in April 2018, and that first year we made 26,000.
So about 26,000. I'm way off. So we got about 26,000. Second year we made
Second year we made 56,
56.
and then the third year we made over 100.
So third year we made over 100, and that was the year of COVID. So like, it just go to show you, man. It's like, do your action align with what you believe in? Because I'm not gonna lie, like I was wavering, man. I was definitely wavering during that time, especially the first 3 months. I was like, bro, like shoot, I'm gonna have to like try to call back or try to see if I can get back in touch with them so we can come back. And God just allowed it to come through. You know what I'm saying? So through the years, things like that would happen, but I can't say that I was completely sold out. You know what I'm saying, for God like that. And I think just recently, you know what I'm saying, I have came to grips that, hey, look, completely, man, I'm gonna just be sold out, man, because at the end of the day, it's like, if I keep going back and forth, it's to me it's a waste of time. Like my relationship with God is not stable, and I just couldn't receive no joy like that. And I was reading something, and it was talking about joy versus happiness. Joy is not determined by your circumstances. You know what I'm saying? Happiness is. And I think that's what I was finding, during that time was we were having a lot of happiness, but the joy wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? So, I was just looking for that joy, man. And now, we're down here in Mexico, and which was another test of our faith. You know what I'm saying? Like God got us to a point, the same type of deal with COVID. You know what I'm saying? Where we it was a crazy situation. Like just being completely honest, like not going to everything, but we had business, but it just kept dwindling. And we were like, man, what's going on? Like, the market, and I'm sure it is for a lot of entrepreneurs right now, the market was just doing what it wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people weren't really getting, they was cutting back on departments. And then, the first thing to go, which is kind of crazy, in a business is the marketing team. Like, okay, well, shoot, we could take some of the videos that we've already used. We could take some of the pictures that we have already used, and we could just reuse them. And that's how the market was like that. So, and it came back to saying, okay, we need videos every month to, okay, maybe we need videos every 2 months, or we need videos every quarter. And I'm like, Lord, there I go. You know what I'm saying? Waving in my face. I'm like, Lord, you done got us out here for like 3 years. At that point, it was 3 years. Right? Yeah, because 2023. Yeah. It was 3 years, and I'm like, man, dang, you done got us all the way out here. We done established ourselves. We done consistently made 6 figures in our business.
That's not 3 years.
Yeah, cause
18 to 23.
no, I said 20, cause
Oh,
2020,
2020, yeah.
yeah, 2020
Yeah.
is when we left.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And 2023 is when everything started to move a little funny. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I'm like, dang, like Lord, you done got us out here for 3 years. We done consistently made, 6 figures in our business, and we was happy about that. And he like, yeah, yeah, I want, yeah, this is what I want. And I'm like, why? Like, like, why do you want this? You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the thing where it's like, that's where faith comes in. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I'm paraphrasing this verse, but it's basically saying that, and you can go to Hebrews chapter 11, it's the first verse, but it talks about faith just being things, it's the hope. It's the hope that you have of things that it's not seen yet. Like you haven't seen it, but you believe it. You
Isn't
know what I'm
it
saying?
faith is the substance of things hoped for and things not seen?
And things that's not seen. So you it's things that you hope for, but you haven't seen it yet. You haven't seen it come to fruition, but your your hope will make you act a certain way. Well, me not having hope made me act a certain way. Like, I felt like I was going into a depressive state because I can be honest with you, my hope wasn't there. I'm like, I don't see no way of us turning this around. This before we even had the plan to move to Mexico, man. I don't see no way of this turning around. Like, what we gonna do? And now to tell you, like, that's my job of the family. Like, I have all the, what I'm saying, the ideas to do it. And what I'm saying?
Yes. He's the idea maker and then I'm the executor.
She the
And he
executor.
helps me execute.
So I just didn't see it, man. So because you on this journey together, he said, when you get married, you become one. God was already talking to Nas. What she would tell you is that in our decision making, I'm more conservative. Like, I don't want, I don't want to go crazy with it. Like, if we can stay in the boundaries of this little conform box, I'm good. We can make a decision like that if it's not gonna go crazy. Now she gonna bet the whole house on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. Like, because I feel like God put us together because that's something that I am like gaining, you know what I'm saying, from her, as we continue on in our marriage is to have this unwavering faith, man. Have this unwavering hope that everything gonna be okay. And let me stop right there. Like, the hope that we believe in, that everybody is believing, it's not predicated on just like this fairy tale thing or whatever. God has done things in our past that has shown us, going back to COVID, going back to COVID time. God had already shown us, man, look, I'm gonna take care of you regardless. Why the whole world shut down? We in here making 100, you know what I'm saying, over 100 grand that year. That one of our biggest years. You know what I'm saying? God had already shown us, and that's the biggest thing. Is like, in this time, I'm learning to like take hold of those things, take hold of the things of our past, the good and the bad, but mostly, you know what I'm saying, just a testament to what God has done for you. So, like, when these times go, you won't be going crazy and panicking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that's what the thing is. We start panicking. And God said, man, I've already done shown you, like, what more do I have to do? You know what I'm saying? Um, and I can be honest with you. That's also we also need to get in our word, man, because those promises are true. The promises of God is true, bro. If you really, he said that what's the verse we were looking at the other day? I know the plan that I have for you.
Jeremiah 29.
Jeremiah 29. I know the plans that I have for you.
Says the Lord.
Says
Plans for you to prosper and not fail. You gotta memorize
yeah, we
it.
gotta memorize that.
But it's Jeremiah 29 for the reference.
But it's just like a father, you know what I'm saying? Like, a father is not looking to make his kids like, he don't want his kids to fail, so he gonna do everything that he possibly can. But one thing that he can't do, which is special, is he can't force you to do anything. And I think that's amazing because that shows amazing love. Like if you love somebody, you're not gonna force them to trust you. You're just going to act accordingly and do what you need to do, and hopefully they see what's going on if they're trying to humble themselves. And I think that's what God was just showing me. He was like, "Look, man, I'm not gonna force you to believe in me, but I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, and hopefully you get it." You know what I'm saying? So, bringing us to this time, like I said, everything was just going down. Bidding was starting to decrease, and I'm just like, "Man, come on, man! Like, what's up?" You know what I'm saying? So, next thing you know, we were like, "Man, we got to figure something out." We have a client. Her name is Bernadette,
That
and
wasn't the trigger. The trigger
what's
was my
trigger?
illness.
Oh yeah, the trigger. Well, yeah. Not only was like I said, the business was going how it was going, but then we found out that Nas had that chronic illness, and we like, bro, okay, what's up? So we got this right here.
Hold on. Ah! Get it out. Get it out.
Oh man, this thing keep that. There you go. All right. Nas do not like insects, man. She don't like. I mean, there's a lot of people that don't like insects, but she. Anyway, I'm the exterminator of the family, so know that. But anyway, so not only was the business going how it was going, then she had the illness or whatever, and which bring me to another point is like, man, don't shy away from difficult times. Don't shy away from difficult times. The Bible also teaches us that God is like a gardener, and we're the plants. So, in order for a plant to actually keep going, anybody that gardens out there know that they have to tend to the plant each and every day as it continues to grow. And sometimes they got to cut the dead leaves off. They got to cut these dead leaves off in order for the plant to grow and to grow healthy. And it might hurt at that time. Like a lot of the things, I still couldn't believe, bro. Like we love behind family, we love behind a career. You know what I'm saying? Like we still do payback and everything like that, but what he had planned for is much greater. You know what I'm saying? And we didn't know it. We didn't know it at all. You gonna see fly, man. We outside, so it is what it is. But yeah, so we didn't know God had something. Pardon me. We didn't know God had something greater for us. So I would say on another point, man, do not shy away from difficult times, man. Like I think that's the time that we need to cling to God the most and really open up His Word to understand our place and our role in the order of things. The Bible also teaches. I know I'm gonna keep saying it, but the Bible also teaches in Matthew's. I think it's in Matthew 5. Uh, when Jesus was teaching the Beatitudes, he was just talking about being the light of the world. He said, "Let your light shine before men, that they will see your good works and they can glorify your Father in heaven." Uh, People could take that and be like, oh man, look, I could come out there and I'm gonna just show myself. Nah, sometimes He allow you to go through the difficult time. It's just like seeing a inspiring movie. Everybody like inspiring movies. You know what I'm saying? I don't know a person that doesn't. If you don't, I don't know about you, but I know I like a good inspiring movie. And that's what He wants us to be able to do. Celebrate in the happy times, but also persevere through the difficult times, so that once you persevere, the person is not going to glorify you. He's going to say, "Look at what God did in Ken and Nas life. Look at what God did in such life." And it's all for encouragement. You know what I'm saying? We all running this race, so that's another reason why it inspired us to continue on this YouTube journey. But like I said, yeah, so that happened, and like I said, the career was going down. Nas found out about the chronic illness, and we were like, man, we got to do something. And Nas got this bright idea to leave the country, and I'm like, Normally I would have been like, I don't know, man. I don't know about that. But Nas got this way of being so sure and convincing. Cause she the first one that talking about that we need to leave our job. Uh, and what's so crazy about that is when I told her that I wanted to start Paymat, she didn't. She was like, "I help you, but I'm trying to climb the corporate ladder." So she didn't even really want. I mean, she wanted to help me with Paymat, but I think it's like I had the vision, so she had to see it come to fruition. And once she saw it come to fruition, she's like, "Man, shoot, we should go full time, do this thing, and really do it right." So we did that, and we got payment. But then same thing happened with this move. She was like, "Yeah, I mean, I'm good if we, what I'm saying, we leave the country." I'm like, "Leave the country?" Now I didn't know that she had been. Well, I knew our client moved down to Merida, but that was when time was good. We saw her move down to Merida. We didn't even think that we would ever be going, living in Mexico at all. You know what I'm saying? Because our business was thriving at that time. When
No,
I
but remember, I wanted to live abroad when I told you my friend who has a house in Ecuador. I
oh
was
yeah
like,
yeah
I
yeah
want to. I had already been intrigued by that idea, so
The-
this was just kind of like the push to do it.
yeah, intrigued by the idea. Yeah, but if I could be honest, I'm like, oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's what's up. I'm like, that's cool. I just didn't see how that would, how that would happen. So, you know, like how God does sometimes when you're not gonna move, then
He
he
makes you
he
move.
kind of he kind of pushes you a
Whew.
little bit. You see what I'm saying? Push you a little bit. And I'm sure there's people out here that's looking at this thing right now that God has been pushing you for some days, some weeks, some months, some years, and you're being stubborn. And it seems like, oh man, in this season, like nothing is going right. It's not that it's not going right. It's that God is trying to take you to a
A
different,
different
a
level.
different level in your life.
And I think, if I could just jump in because I'm doing my workout. And by the way, I highly recommend water aerobics, especially if you don't enjoy working out. It's really good. It's resistance training. But anyway, so I think too, what God was pushing us to, because me personally, I can only speak for myself, because I had the background of working for someone, I actually brought that habit into my business. And so for me on the consulting side, like, I was working in the back end of people's businesses. I'm talking about handling meetings for them, making decisions for them, helping them make decisions. So all of those things was essentially making me an employee for other people's businesses, even though I was a contractor. And I was so engulfed in their business that I wasn't even thinking about payback oftentimes. You know what I mean? And how can we scale this business? You know what I mean? What can we do for this, that, and the third? Like being more aggressive with the government contracting and the corporate contracting. I was very neglectful with my business because I was so focused on making someone else great. And I think one of the biggest lessons that God was trying to bring us to was it's okay to help people, yes, but when I have purposed you in your life for something, you cannot hide behind somebody else. You cannot hide behind what you're doing when you're helping people. And we so often be like, "Oh, I'm gonna help this person. I'm gonna help this person," and you literally don't care about yourself. You don't put any type of effort into yourself.
Wow.
You don't help yourself grow. You're so focused on other people, and the reality is there's no longevity in that. There's no longevity into helping someone else so much that you're neglecting yourself. At some
You
point,
neglected your purpose.
you're neglecting your
You
purpose.
neglecting your
At
purpose.
some point, it's gonna hit the head, and you're gonna be looking around stuck because you spent so many years, time, and energy pouring into other people, and you never poured into yourself. You never used the gifts and the talents and the skills that God gave you for His
For his
purpose,
purpose.
for His will,
You
because
try
you were hiding,
you
really.
you were hiding and you're trying to make that person that you working through a puppet for you.
Yep.
But they looking
And,
like, bro, this ain't my dream. I ain't trying to do that. I'm trying to do this.
And essentially, you're making them your God
Yeah.
because I know for us, I'm like, oh, You know, we can make the client great. We can make them, if we can get them to 100 grand a month, if we can get them to that $1 million point, we gonna be good. You know what I mean? And that's not the case. Like,
Mm-hmm.
especially when you're a service provider, you can go ahead, make a client successful if you want to, and watch how fast they leave you.
That's real.
That's just a real talk.
That's real.
So, you know, the reality is the way we were operating our business was not healthy. It was very toxic. It wasn't something that we could pass down to our kids. I can't pass down someone else's business to my children. And that's what I was spending my time and effort doing, is building up other people's businesses. And so God had to break me down to reshape my thinking to say, Nas, yes, it's okay to help people. Yes, I gave you the gift of process improvement and quality management and all that stuff. Let's use that gift to essentially be an entrepreneur, right? So like you're lending your skills and your talents, but you're building a company that actually does that. And so for us, the solve for it that Ken found for me was software. I literally turned the services that I provide into software so that I physically don't have to do it. That allows me to scale because I could work with way more clients than I was able to work with physically when I was doing all of this heavy lifting by myself.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can continue to grow, do other things, do the podcast, the Kingdom Business Podcast. Just focus our energy on the things that God actually purposed for our life.
Yeah,
So
yeah. And to that point, like Mackenzie had already told us, I don't want y'all life, cause I
yeah,
mean
we do.
she was
That's our
saying,
oldest
yeah, that's
daughter.
our oldest daughter. She was seeing us like, look, bro, like I see y'all work 24 and more. You
And
know what
I don't
I'm saying?
like
And
it.
I ain't about that life. You know what I'm saying? I ain't about that life at all. So, yeah, like she said, man, those things, man, like it's hard at the time,
It's a tough
and
pill to
it's a tough
swallow.
pill to swallow. And we've been down here for what,
Almost a year.
almost a year. You know, at
And
you know, at the beginning it was like, oh man, this is crazy. But now you more will be revealed. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
It just God just continued to reveal Himself. You know what I'm saying? And yes, it's cool to have this business, this new business that we doing. But I think the biggest thing was, let me take you away from where you
All
like
of it.
all of it. Let me take you away from all of it and put you right here where all you would have to do is depend on me.
Yeah.
Because I think our relationship needs to. Mm, I think that I think we need a getaway in our relationship. I think that we need to experience some alone time. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid if God starts to move people away, move situations away, just so He can have alone time. I think about this. Like y'all see, is me and Dodge out here. We got to get our alone time. If you really have a relationship, a real relationship with somebody, will you check the YouTube and see if
I am.
everything?
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta have this alone time. You need the alone time. So it's a thing where God has allowed us to come down here, and we've met some incredible people. We've also experienced some incredible things. You know what I'm saying? And we have grown, in our faith in Him, and that's all it was about. Now the last piece of that puzzle is to for our actions to align with what we say we believe. So that's what brings us to this point right here. I'm going live. I'm putting myself out there. We're putting ourselves out there to allow God to use us to just speak to anybody. I don't care if it's 5, 6 people, because my thing is, if I could go to God, or I could stand before God and I could say, "Hey, look, I did everything that you asked me to do. I did everything that you asked me to do." Then I'm good. I like what KB said, man. Faithful over famous. Faithful over famous. It's not about being famous, man. It's about allowing, like I told y'all, go to Matthew 5, where he was in the Beatitudes, where he was talking about, I think, yeah, it's Matthew 5, where he was talking about us being the light of the world. We have to let our light shine. These different things that God put in us, Me being videography, photography, audio, sound, anything like that or whatever, he put that in me to be able to connect with people. Not for my glory, but for his glory.
Yeah.
For his
Because I
glory.
mean, and to that's such a great point because we literally started a Bible study for our clients.
Oh yeah,
Literally,
yeah.
like that was one really big thing that came out of our business. Payment was a ministry. Like we never started a shoot without prayer because we knew that regardless of what we do, God, this is God's territory. We can't make anything do anything. We can't make help anybody make money. Like God controls everything. So we will always make sure the client understood that, regardless of what their beliefs were. I don't know if we offended people sometimes. I don't know what they felt, but I know that we were operating in our
And
authenticity.
obedience too.
And
Yeah.
yeah, and for us, being authentic to ourselves was we don't do anything without prayer. And that includes this video shoot. That includes this website. That includes this photo shoot. You know what I mean? That includes this business consult. So, I think that was us letting our light shine. But again, we were still idolizing our clients in the sense of we were so focused, hyper focused on them and what they needed and making sure everything was perfect and great for them that we were losing focus on what God originally had intended for us. So he had to redirect
Yeah, to
us.
redirect us. And like I told you, the purpose of this particular podcast right here, or this live, is to just talk about your action aligning with what you believe, what you believe in. You know what I'm saying? Like, do when somebody sees you, does it look like? Do you look like what you say you believe in? And I could say for a long time, people would tell us, "Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? You
Y'all are
guys,
gonna be great.
y'all
Y'all
gonna
need to
be,
do
yeah,
this.
y'all
Y'all
gonna
need
be
to do
great
that.
and
And
everything,
we were
and
like,
yeah, you gonna do that and
yeah.
everything, and you guys should have your own, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, thing or
Shout
whatever."
out to Jessie, because even to this day, she's one of the clients that's always like, y'all need to do y'all own thing. Like, y'all need to focus on y'all and da 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 da. And we would always be like, yeah, 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 we'll get to it. We just don't have time right now. Doesn't
Yeah,
that sound crazy? We don't have time to focus on ourselves right
and
now.
and what's so crazy about that is like God said, "Oh, okay, you don't have time."
I'm gonna give you all the
Cut,
time in the world.
cut. Let that shoot is gone. This shoot gone. You know what I'm saying? That shoot gone. All right, cool. You got time now?
Right.
Can you hear me now? You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And it was a hard pill to swallow, man. But I'm grateful for where we at, man. Regardless of whatever, because I can literally wake up in the morning and say, "Hey, I'm aligning with my purpose." And if I die today, God forbid,
You good.
I feel good.
Well done, my good and faithful servant.
If you out there and you're a Christian and you don't know whether you're gonna go to heaven or not, you're scared about that, you need to be praying to God for God to align you. Because you should not be afraid of dying. You
That's
should
true.
not be afraid of dying. Because you know that you have done everything that God wanted you to do. If you're operating in obedience, that's what he said. I require obedience more than sacrifice. Your sacrifice is something that you want to do because you want to gain something that you want. It's not about his will. But obedience, think about this. If I'm obeying him, that means that everything in my actions is aligning with his will. I'm not doing it to get anything. You see what I'm saying? It's for his glory alone. So now, if anything worse to happen to me, God forbid, like I said, I could I could die happy because I know where I'm going. I know that I could actually stand before him and be okay with that. You see what I'm saying?
You know where you're going, and you're more confident in the fact that you've been obedient to your purpose while you were here. You know what I mean? Because like that's what you were talking about this morning. Like the worst thing in the world is not fulfilling all the things that you're supposed to be doing, even just day to day. Like you go to bed much different when you feel like, okay, I set out to do X Y Z today, and I did X Y Z.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you gain confidence in God when you're able to say, okay, God, this is the task that you gave me, and you allowed me the strength and the skills and the resources to get it done, thank you.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, and that's just real. Like even if you say you
But you
don't,
got
but
to do your part,
yeah,
though.
even if you say you don't believe in God, anytime anytime you complete a task and like if you say tomorrow I'm going to do X, Y, Z or whatever, once you complete that and it's done, you feel a certain sense of achieve like
Yeah,
your
yeah,
achievement. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? I
you
guess that's what you
do.
say. Like so why not want to feel that all the time?
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm not gonna say that hey it's gonna be easy, but he said in his word, man, look, I will strengthen you. When you are weak, I am strong. So, hey, Lord, I need strength. I'm not gonna lie. I turn the phone the other way because I don't want to see if somebody coming on live. I don't want to see, you know what I'm saying, if somebody had a comment. If you do have comments, I do like them, but I don't want to be swayed by that.
Right.
Cause all I this Nas she wrote a book y'all too. It, it's called Run the Play, and in one of the chapters it talks about key activities and what essentially what a key activity is something that you do in your business every day that allows your business to keep functioning.
The things that you must
You
do.
must do.
Yes.
So, in this new business and this new venture, and you can apply that to life. It don't have to be business. But because I started this channel and God had us to start this channel, I have to. It's imperative for this to be one of my key activities.
Hmm. You got to put
Now,
out content.
I got to put out content, whether that's me going to record a video and then uploading it, or for me to broadcast live. At this season where I'm at, it's easier for me to broadcast because after I'm finished with this,
It's done.
it's done. It's done, son.
Yes.
So it's like, hey, I'm just being obedient, man, and I'm just happy that right now, at this particular moment, that my actions are lining up
Mm.
with what I say I believe.
Yep. And
So
the goals you set for yourself. So I feel like it's a two-part thing. It's your belief system, and then the things that you say you want to accomplish, those outcomes that you want. You can't say I want XYZ and then do nothing to work towards XYZ. God is not a genie.
yeah,
You know what I mean? And the thing about it is, if you really look at God as your father, a good parent is not going to give their child something they're not ready for. And
hmm
you show that you're not ready for something when you're not working towards it,
yeah,
right? Like if you just come in the house every day with your kids' wish list, they Christmas list, and you bring a gift every single day, but they're not doing chores, they're not doing homework, they're not being obedient around the house, you're doing that child a disservice. You know what
yeah.
I mean?
But that's the gift though. The gift is the obedience that you get from achieving the
I
goal.
see it. You want me to get it?
Mm,
It's
mm.
gone.
It's real TV.
It's gone now. It was just your hair. It's your mustache.
So the gift, the true gift is that you obtain, or the obedience
Mm-hmm.
that you develop trying to obtain the goal. The
Right.
goal is not really the gift. That's not really the gift. That's really
Right.
not the.
It's the discipline
It's
that
the
you gain.
man.
It's the perseverance that you gain because you did go through it. You know what I mean? Like you not gonna really be built of anything if you don't go through anything. Like you really do have to experience challenges because challenges help you learn, they help you grow if you allow them to. So you can handle challenges two ways in your life. You can say, "Oh no, this is happening to me. Oh my gosh, I hate this," and
Oh
just sit
no, I don't
there
like
and sit there
it.
and be stagnant and complacent and complain and God, why me? Woe is me? Why you put me in this situation? Or you can take those challenges and say, God, what are you trying to teach me in this season? I'm,
Yeah.
I'm willing, I'm ready to learn, and I'm ready to trust in your guidance because I know you're pruning me right now.
And that's good, man, because so many people just say they just write their life out because they don't feel like they have purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Everything in your life has purpose,
Yep, and you have
and
purpose.
you have purpose. Everybody was put on this earth because it's a problem on this earth that God is looking for you in particular. You,
Yeah.
the person that's looking at this video, to solve. I can't solve your problem.
Nope.
Only you can solve the problem. So, you know, I just wanted to come on live because I said that I was going to come on live and I'm going to be obedient. And when I'm not, when you don't see me, please call me on it. You know what I'm saying? Keep me
Be
accountable. That's
careful
what,
what you ask
yeah,
for.
that's what I want to do. I want to grow a community that is accountable for each other, man. Like we should be accountable for each other. If especially if you're a believer and you are saying that you're part of God's kingdom, man, we should be building each other up to be able to live for His glory. You know what I'm saying? And even if you're not a believer, man, I love you. I love you,
And God loves
and
you
God loves you too, man.
too.
God loves you too.
All
So
right.
yeah, I just wanted to do what I said I was gonna do,
And it's done.
and it's done, son. It's done.
Amen.
So we gonna get back to swimming. Going and finish up
I'm getting
our.
out the pool
Yeah, she
because I'm
got.
done with my workout.
I'm gonna get a couple laps in before I, go get to work. But yeah, man. Uh, Same time tomorrow? Nah, I
No,
don't
don't say that.
know. But yeah, we
See you
I will see you
tomorrow. Oh,
tomorrow.
by the way, we are having Bible study tonight on Zoom at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. If you would like to come, you are more than welcome. Just drop a comment below and I will send you the link. Up until I'm gonna check the YouTube channel up until 7:50. So if you're watching this late and you're like, oh snap, I want to come, is it too late? Nope, go ahead and drop comment below and I will send you the link to the Bible study. And we are studying David right now, the life of David. God put it on my heart for us to study David because David's life, it was pretty interesting. And there's so much that we could learn from David. He's so much more than just David and Goliath, right? And that's often what you think of when you think of David. So we're studying that, and we're up to First Samuel chapter 22. So if you want to join us, please feel free. It's very interactive. You don't have to talk. You don't have to be on camera if you don't want to, but we do encourage it. But we hope that you are able to join and be blessed.
Yep. And yeah, if you want that link, just so we could kind of differentiate, you know what I'm saying, the people that want the link, just comment Faith Walk. So Faith Walk, FAITH Walk.
FAITH. I'm sorry.
Wow. We serve the Lord, but we ain't out. We had a life before. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We had a life before. But yeah, man, we'll talk to y'all soon. We out here.